Have you ever noticed how some people command a room without even trying? It's not always about being the most liked person. Sometimes it's about being the most feared. Now I know what you're thinking. Fear. Isn't that a negative thing? Isn't respect what we should all be aiming for? Well, today, we're diving deep into a controversial topic from the world of dark psychology. Why fear can sometimes be a more potent tool for influence than respect. This isn't about becoming a villain. It's about understanding the hidden dynamics of power that shape our daily interactions, from the office to our social circles. Let's first break down respect. Respect is earned. It's built on a foundation of admiration for someone's qualities, their achievements, their character. When people respect you, they listen to your ideas, they value your opinion, and they generally treat you well. It feels good, right? Respect is warm, it's positive, and it fosters collaboration. But here's the catch. Respect is fragile. It can be lost in an instant. One mistake, one misjudgment, and all that carefully built admiration can crumble. Also, respect is subjective. What one person finds respectable, another might not. It's a soft form of power, relying on the goodwill of others. Now let's talk about fear. Fear operates on a much more primal level. It's an instinct hardwired into our brains for survival. When someone fears you, it's not because they admire your good qualities. It's because they perceive you as having the power to affect their well-being, their status, or their goals. This could be the power to fire them, to exclude them socially, or to outperform them in a critical way. Fear bypasses the need for admiration. It demands compliance. While respect asks for cooperation, fear commands it. Think about the classic work scenario. You have two managers. One is the cool boss. Everyone loves them. They're friendly, approachable, and always up for a chat. People respect them. Then you have the other manager. They are strict, demanding, and keep a professional distance. No one's exactly friends with them, but when they give an order, it gets done immediately. No questions asked. Why? Because there's an underlying fear of the consequences of not complying. The cool boss might get a late report and say, try to get it in sooner next time. The feared boss, their disapproval carries weight. It carries the threat of a bad review, a lost promotion, or just being on their bad side, which is a place no one wants to be. The fear of that negative outcome is a powerful motivator. This concept isn't new. Niccolo Machiavelli, in his famous book, The Prince, debated this very question centuries ago. He asked whether it is better to be loved than feared, or the reverse. His conclusion, while it would be best to be both, if you have to choose one, it is much safer to be feared than loved. He argued that love is held by a chain of obligation, which, because men are fickle, is easily broken. But fear is held by a dread of punishment, which never fails. People will break promises made out of love or respect when it's convenient, but they're far less likely to cross someone they fear, because the potential personal cost is too high. Let's be clear, we are not talking about outright tyranny or bullying. That's a crude and ineffective use of fear that breeds resentment and rebellion. The type of fear we're discussing is more subtle. It's about establishing powerful boundaries. It's about demonstrating that you are not to be taken lightly. This can be achieved in several ways. One key method is unpredictability. If people can't predict your reactions, they become more cautious around you. One day you might be understanding. The next, you might be incredibly strict about a small mistake. This keeps them on their toes. They don't want to risk triggering your negative side. so they make sure their work and behavior are always impeccable when dealing with you. Another tactic is the strategic withholding of information or approval. The person everyone is trying to please, the one whose smile or nod of approval is a rare commodity, holds immense power. People crave that validation. The fear of not getting it, of being ignored or dismissed, drives them to work harder and to be more compliant. It's about creating a sense of scarcity around your approval. When you give it, it means more. But the fear of never receiving it is the engine that drives the behavior of those around you. Consider social dynamics. In a group of friends, there's often one person whose opinion matters most. If they dislike someone, that person is often slowly pushed to the periphery of the group. Others might personally like the ostracized individual, but they won't risk their own standing by openly defending them. The fear of social exclusion, of being the next one on the outs, is stronger than their personal feeling of respect or friendship. The leader of that group may not be the most liked in a traditional sense, but they are feared for their social power. Their influence is undeniable. So, how does this apply to you in a practical, ethical way? Again, this is not a manual for becoming a monster. It's about understanding and leveraging power dynamics to protect yourself and achieve your goals. It starts with self-respect. People can only treat you in ways you allow. If you are consistently a people pleaser, always available, always saying yes, you are building respect, maybe, but you are also signaling that your time and energy are not valuable. You are not creating any fear of consequence for overstepping your boundaries. Start by learning to say no. Say it calmly, firmly, and without excessive explanation. When you turn down a request that infringes on your time or values, you are setting a boundary. The first time you do it, it might feel uncomfortable. The other person might be surprised, but you are subtly teaching them that your resources are finite and that you are in control of them. This creates a tiny, healthy sliver of fear. The fear of asking too much, the fear of being told no. Another key is to be results-oriented. In a professional setting, being nice is good, but being effective is better. Focus on competence. Be the person who delivers every single time. When your competence is undeniable, you gain a different kind of power. People may not love your directness or your intense focus, but they will fear being on the wrong side of your project. They will fear being the weak link in a team you are leading. Your reputation for excellence becomes your shield and your sword. People will think twice before challenging you or handing you subpar work, not because they dislike you, but because they fear the professional consequences of failing to meet your standard. It's also about emotional control. The person who remains calm and logical while others are panicking or becoming emotional holds the power. An emotional outburst can be a sign of weakness, a loss of control. By maintaining your composure, you become an anchor of stability, but also an enigma. People don't know what you're truly thinking, and that uncertainty can be intimidating. It signals that you are not easily swayed or manipulated by emotional appeals. This forces others to engage with you on a logical, rational level, a playing field where you have the advantage. Let's contrast this with a respect-only strategy. A person who is only respected can be taken for granted. People know they'll be forgiven. They know the boundaries are soft. This can lead to being overworked, underappreciated, and ultimately losing that very respect you worked so hard to build, because you become seen as a pushover. Fear, used intelligently, acts as a protective barrier around your respect. It says, "I'm a fair and reasonable person, but do not cross my lines. Do not mistake my kindness for weakness, and do not underestimate me." The ultimate goal, as Machiavelli hinted, might be to have both. To have the respect of your allies and the healthy fear of your competitors and potential adversaries. You want people to admire your skills and character, but also to think twice before acting against your interests. This dual approach creates a powerful, magnetic, and unshakable personal brand. You become someone who is both approachable and formidable. Someone who can collaborate and inspire, but who can also command and enforce. So, the next time you find yourself trying to win everyone over, to be the most liked person in the room, take a step back. Ask yourself if you are also cultivating a healthy dose of fear. Of not fear through aggression, but fear through competence, through strong boundaries, and through an unshakable sense of your own value. Remember, respect is earned, but it's also fragile. Fear, on the other hand, is a powerful instinct, and when you learn to command it, you learn to command the situation. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the more shadowy aspects of human psychology. If you found this perspective intriguing, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content that challenges the way you see the world. Until next time, stay sharp,